What is the most toxic trait that you've ever seen anybody have in the workplace? And I have one that many of you might not agree with until I give the context to it. So put down below what you think the most toxic trait you've ever seen somebody at work have. Now, the most toxic trait that I see from a high level as somebody that's been in leadership for a long time is a trait called triangulation. Well, what is triangulation? Triangulation is where if me and Bob have a problem with each other, or we have a problem with what we're trying to accomplish, instead I go and talk to Ted about Bob and say, Bob is a piece of crap, he's no good, this idea doesn't make any sense, da-da-da-da-da. And Ted, who is likely somebody that I like, goes along and confirms what I'm saying and says some bad experience that he's had with Bob as well. Now, the reason that this trait is toxic and not only hurts Bob's reputation in the company, right? It also hurts my reputation in the company because I'm talking behind somebody's back, and Ted's reputation if anybody finds out about it. It's that it also doesn't solve the problem and puts up another barrier. Meaning that if now Bob and I are eventually able to solve this problem, Ted still has this terrible impression of Bob. And I've reinforced my negative perception of Bob, making it harder for me to work with him in the future. So what I'm doing is creating another problem on top of the first problem that exists. What's the way to deal with this? It's difficult to do, but you have to have the hard conversation. You have to sit down with Bob and say, this bothered me. This is why I didn't agree with this. This is how we can get on the same page. Can we move forward like this? Now, sometimes if Bob is your boss or Bob's a jerk and doesn't think he can do anything wrong and can't listen to anybody else and always thinks that he's right. That happens too. We're human. You see it all the time. And yes, bullies are propped up in a lot of workplaces. But the real truth here is unless you do your best faith effort to solve things with Bob, talking with Ted is not going to help you, and it's going to make things much worse for everybody all the way around. And now that you're reinforced here about your opinion of Bob, you're not going to be able to work with Bob better in the future. It's going to be even harder to work with him. So let me know if you have encountered this trait before and what you think of it and what the real toxic trait that you've seen somebody at work have that's made the workplace difficult to survive in.